Hey guys, what is going on? This is Awesome Dude, and welcome to another enticing video. This time I'm bringing you another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. But not everything is as it seems, or so I've heard, but nothing really creepy has happened. There have been some, kind of edgy, underlying foreshadowing kind of things happening, but nothing really to go off of. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. It is kind of slow, but that was to be expected because I've heard that it is kind of slow paced at the beginning, but then it kind of gradually picks up and it gets a little more messed up, and not everything's as normal and happy-go-lucky as it's been. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back into the swing of things. We're actually making another poem. Like usual, that's what we've been doing. So anyways, and I just noticed at the bottom left they're moving. They're jumping around. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go for, I was trying to go for Yuri at first, but I kinda wanna stick with Sayori. Uncanny, extraordinary, sunset. Okay, so I think we're set with Sayori, so. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, I don't think it's piano she's practicing. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. She seems too nice. She's like wearing a mask. It's like a facade. I feel like she's too happy. I can't wait for the festival. I'm gonna be great. It's gonna be great. A little egotistical. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Okay, I'm kind of connecting two and two here. I feel like Sayori is... I feel like she's dealing with depression. It's kind of obvious that she's not just spacing out, like she's overthinking things, like she's overanalyzing, and she's in deep thought, and she's thinking a little too much. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? She's putting on a mask too. She's trying to hide her real emotions. Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. That's exactly what someone who is dealing with depression would say. They don't want to be a burden. That is like the #1 reason why people are depressed. They feel like they're a burden. They feel like they're a letdown. They feel, it's... Depression, then again, is different for a lot of people. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe you should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Josh, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Really? I mean, she's not jumping in all giddy like she used to be. Are you serious when you say you don't notice anything a little off about her? Monica appears across the room with Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Josh. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Josh. Oh, you player. You're a player, you don't even know it. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. I can feel it. Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? It kind of seems like the opposite. It seems like, I don't know, it seems the opposite of what you're saying, Monica. No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Josh. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Don't you guys hate that feeling when you have like a freaking frog in your throat? I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. That was kind of creepy, actually. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit on one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Uh-oh, I think I know where this is gonna go. She's gonna get jealous of Sayori because I spent a lot of time with her. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Josh, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. See, Yuri really knows what she's talking about. She knows her shit. She knows what she's talking about. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I mean, I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Is that so? Are you being honest with yourself, Josh? Is that really it? Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. I feel like Yuri can read someone very well. I mean, that's kind of proven in her responses to, for example, people's posture, their expressions. I feel like she can really read people very well, and I'm probably very easy to read, so a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you as someone honest and caring may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at misunderstanding my own feelings. But I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Alright. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I don't trust Monica. She's putting up a front. She's fronting. Like, she's not being completely honest with who she is. I'm of course gonna talk to Sayori first. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Josh. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Oh my god, that's so cute. We're caring about her, and she's caring about us and how we're feeling, and she doesn't want us to think too much on her, you know, think too much about her. Well, alright. Hey, Josh, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. So at first, why did the music just stop? At first, we were writing poems that were a lot similar to Yuri's, and I guess it's how the whole poem word selection phase happens when we're writing the poem, how that works out, because whatever words we pick, whoever they tie into, whoever they match, I guess, really makes us relate more to that specific person. You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my... Oh my god. You little scoundrel. You're not even aware of what you're doing. Sayori... No. Oh, she's tearing up. Oh, Josh, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. She's saying she doesn't deserve this. For some reason when she said that, it kind of stuck with me. Maybe she did something in the past that she regrets. Or maybe she's currently doing something that she's regretting. Or maybe she's about to do something that she's going to regret. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Josh. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well. I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. We didn't get to read her poem. If we could read her poem, maybe we could, I guess, analyze, you know, and maybe deconstruct what she's written down on that paper, and maybe piece together what is going on through her head, and maybe we could help her. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna show it to Monica next. Hi, Josh. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Nah, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? Alright. So we get to read hers, okay. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose in all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. That is very, very, like, disheartening. That's just such a party pooper thing to say. I don't know how else to word it. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. That's true. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah. That. What was that little mess up there? What? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. That's what I was trying to do with Sayori. I was wanting to read her poem so I could understand in depth what was going through her head. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I'm gonna save Yuri for last. Yeah, no thanks. You don't even... Next! What a shit! Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Ooh, baby. Beach! A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest would to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Is that the Raven? I feel like the last bit's kind of quoting the Raven from Edgar Allan Poe. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about. Yeah, I was wondering. It's a little off-putting compared to the other stuff you usually write. So. The other stuff that Yuri usually writes, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Natsuki didn't even let me read her poem, so I don't have much to contribute. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange? I didn't catch on. I thought she was saying something normal. What? Something did sound a bit unusual. What are they talking about? I didn't catch that. Did you guys catch what she said? That's right. You deviated from the usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird? This is weird. This is like almost uncomfortable. Why is the mood so weird today? Well, I mean, first Sayori left, and nobody's really wanting to talk about Sayori leaving, because that was kind of abnormal. She usually doesn't act like that, and Monica was the last one to talk to her, so I think Monica had something to do with her leaving her. I don't understand. I'm trying to piece this together. I feel like something bad's gonna happen like any minute. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is... That's exactly what I'm saying. This feels wrong. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit. Oh my god, I don't know why, but whenever I look at her eyes when she says that, they kind of seem distant. I don't like that face that Monica's making. Like, I really don't like that. I don't like Monica. Let's just leave it at that. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri. Of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Why did she just completely ignore my question? I obviously asked her what she said to Sayori. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? And now Natsuki's pouting, too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Okay. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Josh. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Oh, called her out. Josh, you may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited by assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Josh to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just, what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Josh to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Josh, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saving. I'm freaking saving, dude. I'm gonna go with Sayori. I mean, I want to see what's up with Sayori. If it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? I kind of want to help Monica just to thicken the plot and see what's happening with Sayori. But my main goal was to, get jiggy with Yuri, you know what I'm saying? I'll go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Suki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Josh? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I feel like Natsuki's like one of the more normal ones here. I don't know why. I feel just like her rude attitude towards me seems almost like normal and actually inviting in a weird way. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour, so is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should do it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Josh? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Josh picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. Okay, what? That's one way to compliment her, I guess. They go really well with tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. She's always apologizing. It's kind of annoying. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. That's good that she's at least taking on the gauntlet of Sayori, like she's learning from Sayori's actions. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right! I can't believe that slipped my mind.
Yeah, Doug, get her number, bro, you silly Willy.
Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yeah. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna regret this. I feel like I'm so gonna regret this. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I was just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Josh. I think that we'll make a very protective team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? She's always belittling herself. I hate people who do that. I've done that. That's probably why I hate people who do that. But she's always belittling herself and making herself smaller than she should feel. You shouldn't sell yourself short. I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. I feel like she has trust issues too. Like it's hard for her to get along with people, and it's hard for her to like really pour out her heart and soul into people, you know, and actually confide in people. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof, because I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Ooh, he getting them dirty thoughts. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about it. That is a lie. That's denial. That is denial if I've ever seen it. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. You know. You little freaking player. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I'm actually going to end that one there. Because kind of close to like 40 minutes now. Slowly but surely things are getting a little creepy. Well, not really creepy, but a little unnerving. Not just a little eerie. A little dislocated from the norm, I guess you could say. Not necessarily creepy or anything like that. Just a little absurd. The way everyone's acting, and the way they pointed out how the atmosphere was different was really creepy. Very weird. That came out of nowhere. But yeah, I'm gonna go and end that there. If you guys enjoyed, this was another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Feel free to leave a like down below. Comment on what games you'd like to see me play. Feel free to share this video so you and I can one day conquer the world together. Stay awesome, guys. I know you will. I know you will. Peace.